I've been trying to tell him it's not his child.
You know,
She was pregnant, Austin.
she lied. She wasn't pregnant.
Nah, she was pregnant.
No, that's what I'm telling you. She lied because if she was pregnant when they had been born in April.
Okay.
We backtracked this already. If she was pregnant when they met, like she said she was, there'd be no way that he would be questioning it. But she lied. She said she was pregnant, but she wasn't pregnant because she had been over there drinking with him and all that other stuff. She would have definitely known that she was pregnant.
They was shelter together though, Austin.
No, at the shelter.
And what she could have did, she could have miscarried. She could have
But she would
miscarried
have
and
known
got
about it,
pregnant
and so would
again.
he. That's what I'm saying. There was no communication to him that anything happened with that pregnancy if she was so-called pregnant. But I'm telling him, pregnancy, she would have had that baby February, March, April, somewhere around that time, not in September.
Okay, so you saying she got pregnant around which month, Austin?
She had to have gotten pregnant around November, December, which would have been around the time that she was severely hanging out with Elijah.
Mm-hmm.
Because he said the Spanish girl he was with, stopped messing around before his birthday in October.
So November, December, January, February, March, April. Yeah, so I mean, I get it. I saw the baby's photos. I know what my relatives look like. I would need to see DNA. But
exactly what I told him.
Yeah, but I don't.
We could all look alike.
Yeah, so I don't. For me, the baby forehead. I mean, that kind of look a little bit like my forehead in a way, but it's a 300,000 Africans right now that I could walk outside and meet. They got the same forehead that's similar. So, I mean, from what I recall, when I first met her on the phone, I could tell you where I was sitting at. I was in Puerto Vallarta, Austin, and I remember both of them saying she was pregnant by Jonah, and he's not. That's for sure. I mean, but I don't think he's Elijah's neither. I think that and I told her, I said, it's 5 or 6 other guys you slept with. You don't know who that child is by. And she didn't even argue with me because she knows she sounded like she wanted to kind of like cry a little bit, but I just told her the truth. So my perspective, if that baby's Elijah, that child would look more black. I would know.
That's what I was saying, but he's light skinned, and my brothers and sisters, my 3 younger ones, their father's full black, and he's a light skinned brother, and they're light.
Yeah, and I'm light skinned too, but it's other things that a light skinned person would have. It's not just the skin, it's the nappy hair, the features. It's a lot of things that go along with being a light skinned person, and that child just doesn't have the black phenotype enough for me. It's just not a black child to me. And that's just my perspective. Because I'm looking at the baby, even when we go out with Kaylin, I took them grocery shopping last year, and it was me, Elijah, Kaylin. She was trying to like treat us like little slaves, right? I don't like her character at all. So she want us to be carrying her bags and stuff. I'm like, slavery ended in 1865. So from the perspective, even if we out with her, they view the girl as a white girl, point blank. That's how the world sees her. I'm a light skinned black person, so when the world sees me, they identify me automatically as black, and I'm light. But that's not what's happening with that girl or that baby, and that's why he's in jail. Because they automatically gonna see the white girl and the white baby, and then they see Elijah as a black person. He's a light skinned black person himself. He ain't no dark skinned brother, So I just I saw photos of the baby. I see a lot of Kaylin in the baby, and the baby needs DNA because the baby needs to know who that child is about. And this pregnancy right here, Austin, that she had, me and Elijah did the same thing you and him did with the little chart thing. And I'm gonna tell you something about this pregnancy. She ran off for a week or two from him, right? And this time I wrote like, and she came back a month pregnant, Austin. But this time with this baby, she wasn't at Elijah's house when she got pregnant. So I don't think this one's his either.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, and this time me and Elijah together, I said, Elijah, she done ran off again. She been gone like a week. I said, we gonna remember. And I had put it somewhere in my notes. And then next thing you know, he said, Mama, she a month pregnant. Me and him did the little calculation. I said, that's the same week she was gone, man. And I just stayed from over there because I know I don't like females like that.
It don't matter. Go back to doing what you're doing.
They sound cute, Austin.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, so it was too much drama. Every time I came over there, because I tried. I came over there 3 times. Every time I came over, I brought them money. I got dressed up and looked nice when I came over there. I sat with them. I helped them clean the place. I spent Uber money to get there, gave both of them cash, and then I would take them to the grocery store. They wouldn't give me none of my money back. Fine, I got ripped off. So, and then Elijah was always like rushing me out, kind of. I felt I didn't like the way I was treated when I came over there. Then when me and Daniel came with the domestic violence situation, I didn't make Daniel come. He said, I want to go help my brother. So me and Daniel came over there to help. Elijah left us out at like 2 a.m. The police protected me and Daniel more. So Elijah called me and wanted me to call the police and come over there. I come over there to help him because he said he wanted her out. So that's what me and Daniel did. We came to assist in getting her out, and I called the police. He turned on me to the police and then left me and Daniel outside like some kind of trash. And the police had to wait on us. The police treated us like family. The police secured me and Daniel's safety, made sure we got in the Uber. I went back in and made sure that they wasn't fighting. Because the police told me don't go back in there, but I did it anyway. I'm like, no, I don't want nobody hurt. I don't want this girl to hurt my son. So, and that's when I didn't come back. I just stayed away because it was always some rude behavior. The house was always a trashy place. I'm cleaning up. Nobody's thinking.
That's 100% Caitlin, I promise you.
Yeah, but like I told Elijah, I get it. But, when you have visitors over, when you move out, I'm your mom, I'm a visitor. I mean, straighten the place up, man. That increases my anxiety. I don't need to, I might step on one of these things in the bathroom or in this place and break my motherfucking neck. I want to come out of this place alive. So, and then the kitchen was all fucked up, the old burnt ass French fries or some shit. It's just a bad situation. But even when he would know I was leaving, he's always like, if you know I'm getting ready to leave, you don't need to tell me to leave. Like when I go to people's house, I'm like, welcome there. Like, like I don't go to people's house and they like making me leave right away. That's uncomfortable. It was like they got what they wanted from me, the money or food. And once they got cash and food from me, they wanted me out. So I just stayed from up over there because I don't like the rudeness.
He's just comfortable doing that. He does it with me too.
Oh, he does that? Just make you.
Yeah.
Oh, so you.
It's not right away. Like it's once Kaylin like gets irritated, he asks me what I'm about to do. So before I've been around a little bit, so I peep your signs. So I just get us out of there anyway.
Yeah.
But even like if she's at the house and he come over here, he'll come over here and get what he needs, and then just go back over there. We'll be mid-conversation. We'll be like, well, I'm gonna get up with you.
Yeah, but I think it seemed like you a little bit more welcome than I feel. For real. But I know what you're saying.
I'm not sure. I haven't been there with you, but when she's there, most definitely, it's not a very welcoming thing.
Yeah, every time I was there, she was there. Yeah, it wasn't one time, and I'm tired of that too. Like I can't never. Then they wanted me to come back, and I told Elijah, I said, "Look, if I'm gonna come back, I need another person supervising it." So I told Elijah, I said, "Well, if you bring Austin over there and want me to come over, I'll come." Because Elijah was asking me if I wanted to fight her and stuff. And with his mentality, I don't know if he gonna help her jump me or whatever. I don't trust him always because the way he was behaving. So I was like,
that would be crazy. He would definitely have to get a spanking if he did something like that.
yeah, but I don't like people, even though he's my son, initiating. That's inappropriate to be asking me if I want to fight her. No, because I'm not his sister.
That's a violation.
Yeah, I'm like, no, I don't want to fight her. All I wanted him to do was tell her, Kaylin, don't touch my mom anymore. That's not a good idea. Have her apologize, and then just have a boundary there. Because I told
Elijah, ma'am, respectfully, I don't care what anybody says. If my kid's mother ever put her hand on my mother, I'm going to let my sisters drag her across the boulevard for one. For two, I would never talk to her again. The disrespectful talking, I can understand that because emotions do get the best of you sometimes.
Yeah.
We can take that back, but you crossed the line eternally when you figured you can touch on something that you have no power.
Yeah.
That's too far. She would have been done long time ago.
Yeah. And he don't put any value. He don't put enough value on me. You seem to put value on your mother.
I mean, he's still young though. I mean, it took me a long time, but I've always had to defend myself. So
yeah. And I didn't want him to do any of that. I didn't want him to drag her or any of that. I'm just like, just let her know the boundary. Because I wasn't.
She gotta go.
Yeah, I wasn't.
That's where I come from.
Yeah. Especially because I wasn't touching her. See, it's not like I touched her.
If you touched her. You feel what I'm saying? I wouldn't care if you touched her. I would have that discussion later. You feel what I'm saying? Like, we could have the discussion. But as far as her, that's her crossing the line. You know what I'm saying? That's like me building the house and you burnt it down.
Yeah. Well, if I touched her first and she defended herself, that's self-defense.
Of course.
But I didn't touch her. I just was trying to stop the dispute. And he said he wanted her out, so I had my back to the door and was telling her, don't come in right now. But she wanted to make sure when the police came, she wasn't left out in the street. So I kind of get that. But she just should say, Elijah should have came out to get her and let her back in. And my side to move me out the way like that. And I told the police she did it too.
Yeah.
So I reported her to the police and the lieutenant. And that's why the police, he was like, don't, just stay out of there. And I just never came back. I came over there 3 times last year. My intention was to meet everybody. We cooked together. I mean, I had good intentions, but maybe it would have worked out better if it was just Elijah there. But she was always there. And I'm tired of like every time I can never talk to him. I'm on speakerphone. She's like listening to every word I say, like an abuser. Abusers, you never have time with your family no more. They just overtake everything, and it's just not cool.
No, it isn't. No, it isn't.
And it just escalated. So I don't know. I guess he's not gonna contact me no more. What's up with him?
Yeah, he didn't say nothing to me about that.
Yeah. So what does he say he's gonna do? Take it to trial or what?
No, he said he wants to take the deal.
So the deal is
he's more concerned about her than he is about him.
Yeah, and I could tell that too. That's why I was screaming and hollering. So the 500, but see, he can, when he get out, that he still can take it to trial, even with being bailed out.
No, he's gonna take a plea deal. He can't take it to trial.
Oh, what's the plea deal they offering?
5 years of probation.
Oh, he gonna fuck that up.
EVIP. I forget. Child parenting classes. A bunch of other stuff.
Yeah, that's too long of probation.
Yeah, and there's too many requirements for him.
Yeah, I wouldn't take that deal. I would see, the thing is, he don't want to take it to they can also offer him to be bailed out without those conditions. He should ask, this is what he should ask for if he want to be free. Tell him to ask to be bailed out with the condition that he go to his court dates and go to trial. You can be bailed out and go to trial.
No, yeah, you can be bailed out and go to trial, but you can't take a plea deal and
Yeah,
get
exactly.
out.
Yeah, he need
He
tell
wants
them.
to take the plea tomorrow to get out, not to get bailed out. He wants to take the plea.
Yeah, see, that's bad. But if he
I
taking
told him to
if he
go to
taking to
just
be
stay in
bailed
there.
out and not taking the plea, that's what I would want, so I can be going to court from the outside.
Yeah, but
And
but for his sake, it would be better because it's only 60 days. If he stays in there, it's 90 if he gets out. But when you get out, they postpone it more often than if you stay in there. They'll
yeah,
try to get you right away when you're in there. So
but
that's
he
what I'm telling
wants his place though. I kind of get that.
you. I mean, it's still gonna be there.
I mean, who gonna pay the rent though?
I mean, he ain't been paying the rent, so
That's what he said. He said he gonna get evicted anyway.
yeah, like 5 years of probation. Worry about being evicted. That's 2 months to get your mind right. That's 2 months for her to go and make a decision that you don't have to be a part of.
Tell him to I need his attorney so I can help him. This is where the parent can help. So see, if I start talking to the lawyer, they'll come up with a better offer. But he has to have family interact with the attorneys. They don't offer the best deals when they're solo.
Well, I'm telling you, a deal is an admission of guilt.
It is, but they don't offer the best deal. Elijah's dealing with it he's only 20, he's inexperienced.
Yeah.
Right. So he needs to have someone that's more savvy with the law, that knows how to speak with attorneys better. So
I think he got it. I think he got it. This is where it's time for him to.
He won't have the best result. This is why black men, we get shitty deals. When these lawyers start communicating with me, they get better deals. They need to speak with more experienced people so they have more fear. They don't fear Elijah. So the lawyer talking to a 20-year-old, he don't fear him. I know more. So I've been an advocate in Washington State for years. I've done a lot of advocacy work. So if he want a better result with the attorney, he needs to get other people involved that have experience with interacting with lawyers. Elijah does not have enough of that. So since he don't have the experience I have, he's not going to get the result I'll get. Okay.
No, yeah, understood. But what I'm telling you is, regardless, any deal is you admitting to the state that you did something that they consider wrong.
Yeah, but I know they can offer him.
Nothing he did was wrong, so he shouldn't be getting charged for anything. No domestic, no child. First of all, no child endangerment. Because if anybody put the child in danger, it was that woman.
Yeah, I know, but they're not going to listen to a 20-year-old black male. They're going to start.
That's why he needs to go to trial and have her stand on her words. Because anybody can say anything, but when you get up there, you have to actually take an oath. So where's the proof to these claims? That's what it comes down to. Anybody can say anybody hit anybody.
Well, that's why he got to have a lawyer call me too, because I got evidence against her that'll help him.
And he's got evidence. He's got witnesses. I've been over there plenty of times.
Yeah, but she assaulted me. Imagine your mother getting up on the stand telling how she assaulted me. So he's not utilizing me enough. See, he don't utilize me enough. That's one of the difference between him and his brothers, right? His brothers utilize me. They get a much better result than Elijah does. They just do. They don't. But Elijah, he has this result because he does not utilize me enough. Because in his mind, he thinks he can do it all by himself. He would be better off letting the lawyer talk to you. I told him to have the lawyer. I also have a private attorney for Elijah. He's still under my Legal Shield plan. Right. So I told Elijah to sign a release of information so I could start communicating with his lawyer.
He just lost trust. That's it. He just gotta restore. He just lost trust. He just gotta restore, restore faith in you guys' relationship.
No, he lost trust in himself because I already pre-warned him that the bitch was gonna have him incarcerated. So see, I'm not what I prevailed. See, he should lose trust in him because what I prevailed is gonna come out of it is already happening. So he don't trust himself. He's his enemy. Me and Daniel came over there to remove the girl. Okay, he the one kept her there. So he don't trust Elijah. I can be trusted. I've never left Elijah's side. All I've been doing is warning him about the demon girl. So tell him who he shouldn't trust is himself. Because this was preventable. This is preventable. So he don't trust himself.
That's what all the generation before says is preventable.
Yeah, he the one shouldn't be trusted because my worthiness.
If you don't have any emotional awareness, none of this is preventable. If you have no emotional awareness, this is all gonna happen. There's no preventing this. Because
what's preventable
if I know nothing about myself, how do I know how I'm gonna respond or react to how this girl plays part?
That's true, but I came over there and told him the game. So see,
I get you, but you're a woman though. He's not. I understand you, and I respect everything that you do. You know what I'm saying? Because I be telling him like, bro, you need to stop that. But it doesn't come off the same. That's why me and him have different conversations. You feel me? We're not gonna be playing that manipulation stuff. You're not gonna try and manipulate me to think or feel for you. That's not how this works.
Yeah.
You're wrong. You're wrong. And there is a better way to do things.
Yeah, it is.
Why I'm saying you're wrong is because me saying you're wrong, using the word wrong, automatically makes you feel guilty and shameful. Nobody likes that. So then now it makes you think. So I let him know this. One thing psychology is my thing. Mine is interesting, but I let him know. So he's got to start taking accountability. But he's lost trust in everything that's in his life. It's not that he lost trust in you. That's why I said you got to restore that faith in your relationship. I didn't say like he lost trust in you. There's still things because he always said, well, my mom used to do it this way, this time my mom. That means he still trusts you. There's just he lost trust in the ability to navigate in this world. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. He's not.
The relationship between y'all needs to be restored. It's not that he don't trust you, because people don't reminisce and do things how people taught them and showed them that they don't trust. That's not how that works.
Right.
So I'm saying that to say, like it's not that he don't trust you. It's he don't trust a lot of things in his life, and that's normal. But one thing for certain, if you don't know, if you have no emotional awareness, it doesn't matter who tells you, how they tell you, how many times they tell you, or even if they show you. If you don't know that about yourself, you're gonna experience it more than one time, because a lot of times we don't experience it until the real pain actually hits. And now we're like, dang, why did that hurt? Now we start backpedaling, okay, this, and then trying to find reason and all that stuff. But that's not his fault. That's just human nature. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, the lawyer will offer me things. I have a pretty good reputation with the defense attorneys and stuff. They will offer me things that they're not going to offer Elijah. So he doesn't have to utilize me, but he'll get his result. So tell him I said he's headed to prison. Okay, because he does not, from a legal perspective, look, I could leave a person for dead in a parking lot and be out by Monday. Okay, so he's still sitting there. So what I do in the legal system works. So I'm trying to offer him resources. And I told him sign up ROI so I can communicate with the attorney on his behalf. So if he doesn't want it, fine. It's on him. But that deal, I'm in agreement with you. The deal that they're offering him is a setup for failure. But if he wants them to offer a variety of deals, he needs to have a full-blown adult, not a 20-year-old. See, his narcissism makes him believe he's equal to that attorney and he can handle it. But that's not reality. So the reality is when the attorney starts speaking to older people, 30 and up and relatives that's experienced, suddenly they come up with different options, right? Suddenly they can figure out a way to drop the whole thing. But if he doesn't want to utilize what a mother, then he gonna get a crappy deal. So may the Lord bless him. I'm just done with it. If he, because he hasn't called me, so I'm trying to figure out what's going on. So he can do it his way. But see, that's the Elijah thing. He's very in rebellion, and he wants to do it his way. He should have stayed his butt at home, and he would be coming back from work right now. All of this stuff just leads to poverty and just a failed life. That's all. Bunch of convictions and stuff. Can't get no job. Um, this woman sitting up in the place he didn't worked hard for. So that's the thing. So Elijah is gonna continue to not. He's as long as he behave like he don't have a family, and this is why we don't deal with him too much, right? Because he don't treat us like family. When we offer to help him, he act like he ain't got a family. So he could go on and deal with the white man on his own, and he'll end up in the penitentiary with a dick in his ass. So tell him I wish him the best. And I was wondering what's wrong with him because I deal with reality, not all this delusional, made up shit. See, he's dealing with a false sense of reality, and he needs to get family involved to deal with those attorney. That attorney ain't giving a fuck about a 20-year-old black male, and he will not get the best result in the legal system. You don't enter the legal system alone because you can't even trust your lawyer sometimes, especially a public defender. He ain't P. Diddy where he got a paid lawyer. Come on now. So and he just gonna he not catching this soon enough before something worse happen. And it's just all gonna escalate. And I asked him what to do, and that's the thing with Elijah. There's no cooperation, right? He can't tell me that he know more. I'm 53. I know my ability and what I can get when I interact with lawyers. I would already be at the house. Okay, that's my talent. I know how to talk to people, and I would be at the crib right now. Matter of fact, I wouldn't have went to jail. Okay, let's start there. So he just has a screwed, delusional, narcissistic perspective, and it's not cool. Because yesterday when I was talking to him, I'm like, man, I'm not giving you bail money. I'm the same lady that you wish that a witch put a death curse on me. Nah, dog, I'm not giving you bail. I'm not. What you think? I'm some kind of sucker? No, but I can talk to your lawyer and get something going on your behalf, and he's not utilizing his family, and that's why we don't come around.
Why aren't you a sucker?
Why ain't I?
Yeah, that's your baby. Why not?
I'm not a sucker, and it's not gonna help him, and he's not a baby, and he's also not. He's my son, but he's not a son.
Gotcha.
Yeah, he's my son, but he needs to become a son. And your mother, no matter what kind of son you are, your mother is a human being. And then he does all this stuff and say all this stuff, and he never apologizes. I'm a human. It ain't gonna help to bail him out. All he gonna do is come out and get more charges. Because at the end of the day, me and Daniel are right. We came over there last September. He has to get rid of the chick. The chick has to go.
Oh, I know, 100%. I've been telling him.
Gotta go. It's no trying. He asked me to call her phone. I'm like, I'm not calling her phone, dog. This is she put her fist in my side. I will never deal with the girl again. She stopped calling me mom. I said, I'm not your mama. You should have never been calling me mama in the first place. Elijah is my son. So I'm not a sucker, and teaching him that I am doesn't help him. It actually hurts his life and teaches him that he can talk to people and manipulate people and do what he wants to people, and there's no consequences. I'm still willing to help him. He don't need to be bailed out. That's not what he needs. He needs family interacting on his case, and he need witnesses to come to court, actual relatives and good friends that actually know how to speak and know how to help him. He don't utilize his help.
No, he don't.
And
Only when he wants something.
You can't help somebody that don't utilize their help. So I offered, and I'm like waiting on him to call back to figure out what's going on, but he wants you to help him, so that's fine. So he can keep you to hey, go for it. Yeah, he has a private lawyer as well. He's on my legal plan still, so I can't help him if he doesn't reach out or whatever. All he wanted me to do was give him bail to get back to Kaylin. That's not my perspective. That's not where I want to go with this. He is my son. So, but he's done very horrific things to my kids and me. So what I want to help him with is get rid of the problem. Not do it the Elijah way. The Elijah way is toxic, and it don't do nothing but lead people into poverty, incarceration, and serious injury. So if he want my help, he got to go on my road, because my results will be better results. I'm not going to do it Elijah way, because I'm not no 20-year-old little kid. His way only leads to the jail. So if he want help, he got to jump on my team and do it a different way. And the team he should have jumped on was me and Daniels when we came over there. And right there, the police would have removed her. They was willing to remove her based on what I said. But Elijah went over there and talked to the police and said, no, that's his woman and he wanted to stay. Now he's in jail. That's not what I told him to do. So it's hard to have a baby like that when he listens to nothing. He is a baby. That's why me and Daniel came over there. Daniel don't even like him, but still went to help him. But we just left him alone. I came home and my oldest son was like, what happened, Mom? I said, well, the police ended up being our saviors. Elijah left. He didn't even have no regard for our life. Left us out at 2 a.m. out in the parking lot. It's just not right how he treats us, and we just back off. So ain't nothing I could do to help him, because I can't help him the way he wants to help. Because the way he wants to help, I like results. His life and the way he do it it's not productive. It doesn't give a result. I'm a Scorpio. I want a result. So I know what to do to get this result. I don't want his result. His result gets you incarcerated, seriously injured, dead, and in hospitals. I don't want that. He kept talking to me about the girl, Austin. I'm like, I don't care about this girl that put a fist in my side. The only thing I want to do is help you. And then he talking about claiming a baby. I said, oh my God, that ain't where your case needs to be going. You need to be telling them this is a piece of trash I picked up from a shelter. This child not mine. I don't know who this bitch kids is. Get me the fuck up out of here. Now is not the time to be claiming the child. You do not have evidence that this child is yours. You need to have DNA. You need to present it that way. Not present it like you dealing with some faithful wifey type chick. He's putting this girl in a category that she should not be in. And I've been trying to tell him the whole time from a female perspective that this ain't the wifey chick. This is a gutter rat hoe. And the quicker he can get off her nasty ship, he'll be a better man. Because he's picking them wrong. And it's not going to get no better. Don't pick up women from shelters. The girls in a shelter, I move out. I even tried to teach them how to be a player. I said, a bitch like that, take her over to the woods, give her some dick, say, I love you, baby, bye, and go back to your crib. Don't bring her to the house. Nothing I say does he listen to.
But again, remember I told you, you're a woman, so it's not coming off the same. It's more coming off as judgment instead of you putting me on something.
Well, my other sons listen. My 24-year-old never been locked up. He listens.
He's a different dude, though.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true, Austin.
You feel me? Just like Daniel. Daniel's a different dude. When I met him, We shook hands. I felt that energy. He's a totally different dude than Elijah.
What type of dude you think Daniel is?
He's playful just like Elijah, but I feel like he means more business.
Oh yeah, yeah. He's in jail too, but
Yeah,
shit, he come out there. He done filed so many grievances. They can't even chain him up and handcuff him when he walk around no more. Shit, that boy filed. I said, damn. He done went to court, filed a discharge of the attorney. That didn't go through, but he files grievances because the first time I went to see him, they had all these chains on him. The second visit, he wasn't chained up. He filed all kind of papers on them guards and everything.
Well, that's what you gotta do.
Yeah, so he but Daniel's problem is following Elijah's pattern, like because I told Daniel stay away from that shelter. But see, he wants to follow Elijah's road. And that's why he's incarcerated, following too much of what he does. And because they think I'm trying to control them, but what I'm actually doing is giving them advice that will keep them free. See, I don't want them to be controlled. And where they really controlled is through the jail system. So that's what I'm trying to do. I want them to have freedom, but see, they take it the wrong way. But Daniel, he's been in there several months and now he understands what I'm saying.
Yeah,
he said,
that's what I'm saying. It's going to take some time because it just took, granted, all the stuff that I've gone through with my mother, you know what I mean? I'm about to be 32 this year.
Are y'all speaking now?
Yeah, I just talked to her.
Oh, good. Yeah.
But we're not like on talking basis. I only seen her because I seen my sister. But
I don't agree with your mother's restraining order. And I told you that once before. And the reason I don't agree with it is because the police tried to get me to do that to Elijah. And I never would file a restraining order against Elijah. And so he's my son, right? And so in a case of a legal situation, I can't help him if it's a restraining order in place like that. So yeah, I never did that. I just, I know Scorpio women, they have issues, but I think that my opinion is you and your mom situation. Now I will call the police on Elijah. I just called police on him 2 weeks ago. But the restraining order thing is an extreme circumstance, and outside of like a bodily injury, I could see if you like broke your mama's jaw. It's not a correct parenting thing to do. So I think that move, and I told you this before, I do not agree with that move. I'm a Scorpio, but they do a lot of things. I've been around a lot of Scorpios, and I oftentimes have had to lecture them about things that they do that's too extreme.
yeah,
I will tell any Scorpio that's your son. Did he break your jaw or something like that? You know what I mean? If it's nothing that bad, I mean, you got to work it out. And it just, that was too extreme, and it causes problems. And I don't think that I think that decision she made is an impulse decision, not a logical one. Because I talked to you and you're a very good person, Austin. And if I had an opportunity to talk to your mother, and you most likely, I'm gonna tell you something about these restraining orders against kids, right? Because my son Isaiah, he has this friend he works with, right? His mom had like 10 kids. And what they do, they restraining the wrong kid too. Because is that one that's the one, that little brother that's going totally crazy, beating people out, putting hands and feet on women. Is he restrained? No. No, I already know that. The answer is no. It was a condescending question.
Like, I had to think about it for a second. Did she ever put a restraining on him?
No. That one never gets restrained. And that's where
neither does my crazy sister.
Yeah, and so the same way with Mac, Isaiah's one of his good friends. His mom had like 10 kids. She put him out just for coming home as a teenager. He had drank a little liquor, came at 2 a.m. But she got another son that puts hands and feet on people, moves his bitches in, does all kind of horrible things in her home, and he's not restrained. So that's why I don't agree with the restraining orders that mothers put on their kids, or that mothers make decisions. I feel like fathers make better decisions when it comes to which kid to get rid of, if you're gonna get rid of one. But mothers make bad decisions. And me as a mother, I would never put a restraining order on a child of mine because I don't need to. I could just stop talking to him. Right? I mean, it's senseless. It don't help the situation. And it's always the child, it's the wrong child getting it put on them. And then what the Scorpio parent doing, she taking it out on really she want to put it on your sister and your little brother, the baby boy, but she don't have the courage to do it. So she takes the intelligent, nice son, which is you, and puts it on you. And I don't agree with the decision. And I would not, if I ever talk to your mother, I would not be afraid to tell her that because I am not scared of other Scorpios. They do such evil shit, and they too extreme. And that's one of the things I use more logic. I'm a logical Scorpio, not an impulsive one. Now, me, when I put the restraining order, it's going to be on the right child. It's not the wrong one. See the difference? But they put it on the wrong one. So that's the problem with those decisions. And mothers do not make good decisions in that area. They don't. When it comes to court related decisions, when it comes against their kids, mothers suck at it. And they won't recognize they suck at it. And so they go for it anyway because they don't know what they bad at.
I'm a soldier though, so.
Yeah, so I'm glad y'all talking and it's getting better. But the restraining order needs to come off. She not scared of you.
I think it's over with.
Yeah. Is it term? It was like a year or something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just be nice to her and stuff, but that just doesn't help because it's just she could work with you. Everybody got a bad side, but I know if I work with Elijah, she could work with you. Because Elijah is more irrational than you. You ain't gonna do nothing to her. She needed your help. Kick your siblings' ass. That's who needs the restraining order on them, is your badass siblings.
For sure.
So that's how I feel.
Right now, I've been really trying to hold myself back, but
yeah, just leave it alone. There's nothing you could do. It's the same thing with anybody. I don't care if it's your mom, Austin. If she doesn't want your help and assistance, there's not much you could do. And you got to keep yourself out of legal trouble if she don't want her kids spanked or whatever. Because the state will eventually put a restraining order on those kids.
Oh no, I'm not. I have children. I don't need to be worried about nobody else's stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Worry about your own. I like that perspective. Yeah, you want to focus. What you want to do is have you got what, one daughter and a son?
I got 2 boys and 2 girls.
Yeah, 2 boys and 2 girls, and they all by one lady.
Of course.
Yeah, so 2 boys and 2 girls. So, what your position in life should be to spend all the time you can with them. Teach them about the Lord so that you don't have the problems with your kids that your mother has. That should be your perspective because it's actually some of that's preventable if you train them up the right way, and all kids not going to rebel.
For sure.
Yeah, so we got to meet in person one day.
As you know, it's hard for anyone in hostile circumstances to provide love, care, and passion for anything.
Yeah, very true.
So when you're in survival mode, you give what you can. And me being, I understand that. So.
Okay, so I gotta go. I gotta talk to I got a phone appointment with Daniel's attorney at 7:15 because he does utilize my help. So, and he's trying to, I told Daniel, I said, you need to get in the legal field because he's on top of his stuff. And he has a support. He utilizes me and Isaiah. So his situation is having a better outcome because you got to get family involved.
Yep.
Yeah, but Elijah don't want to do it that way. Fine. Let's work on me. I'm cool with it. So just tell him I said hello. And Tell him to do the release of information with his lawyer so I can talk to the lawyer on his behalf and assist him more.
Okay.
Because I want to help him. He needs attorneys and he needs better offers, and I'm willing to assist and see what we can do and see what kind of little strings I could pull.
Okay, I got you.
Okay, thank you, Austin. You and your family have a great night. Call me anytime, and I'll be talking to you soon, okay?
All right.
Okay, bye-bye. Austin's pretty intelligent, y'all. Very good brother. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but he's doing the best he could do. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Bye.